Maybe you have a home recording setup, big desktop computer and monitor, interface, loads of stuff plugged into it. Great, but supposing you want to do some recording away from your home. In this video, we're going to look at how to put together a portable recording setup that you can use to record pretty much anywhere. Hello, I'm Paul Douglas. I'm a musician with decades of experience of performing, writing and recording music. This channel is all about helping the 21st century musician. If you're new here, please consider subscribing by clicking that subscribe button just below the video player. So there may be times when you need to record away from your home recording setup. Maybe you need to record a band rehearsal, or record a singer in their home, or maybe an interview in a cafe, or maybe even a singer-songwriter playing guitar and singing in a park, say. We're going to make a portable recording studio setup that will deal with all those situations. Now our goal is to make everything fit in one of these. Now this is a standard laptop rucksack. There are loads of these available on the likes of Amazon, etc. for not very much money. We don't want to be hauling around loads of kit. This is, after all, supposed to be a portable recording solution, so we want everything to fit nicely inside one of these. First thing we're going to need, laptop. Now these days pretty much any laptop will do that costs more than about £300. Probably about $300 over the other side of the pond. Didn't used to be the case. You used to have quite a high-end laptop for audio recording, but these days pretty much anything will do. Important thing that you must have on here, of course, is your recording software. Now that will vary from person to person what you like to use. It could be Audacity, Reaper, Cubase, Pro Tools, etc. Laptop. First thing we need. In you go. Now also don't forget your power supply. Now make sure your battery's charged on your laptop, but if you're going somewhere that does have mains available, then we'll chuck the power supply in as well, just in case. Next thing, your interface. This is going to get your audio from the real world into your computer. Now preferably use one of these that does not need mains power, so you can record where none is available. You know, in a park, in a field, in a garden. Now this is the one that I use. This is a Focusrite Scarlett 2i2, and this doesn't require its own power. It gets its power from the connection to the laptop. So that's number two. And of course, associated with that, very important, don't forget, a cable to connect the interface to the laptop. Now it may be, depending on what in particular you're recording, you might like to take along a MIDI interface as well, or an interface like that Focusrite that has MIDI built in. That one doesn't, but there are ones available that do. Third thing, a microphone. Now I would recommend a dynamic microphone for this, not a condenser mic. Condenser mics are great, and I use condenser mic all the time in my home recording setup here. But if you're going to take this on the road, so to speak, then they're likely to get knocked about a bit, and dynamic microphones tend to be pretty durable. I mean, this Shure SM58, I've had this for 12 years maybe. It's done hundreds of gigs, absolutely fine. It still works great. The only thing I've done with it is replace this grill once. So yeah, a dynamic microphone. This is an SM57, this is an SM58, both industry standard, great dynamic microphones. You don't have to use one of these. I would say, any dynamic microphone upwards of about £40 to £50, $40 to $50 will be absolutely fine. So in goes a microphone. On to the fourth thing. Now, very important that you can monitor what you've recorded, so you're going to need a pair of headphones. Now, I would recommend using a pair of pretty decent closed back headphones for this application, not open back headphones, and not the sort of crappy earbuds that you get bundled with MP3 players or phones. You can get away with that, and if that's all you have, then fine, use those. But I would recommend something like this, a decent pair of closed back headphones. These are Sony MDR 7506s. I use these all the time in my setup here and they're great. Now these I think retail for just under £100. You don't need to spend that much money on them. Anything, you know, upwards of say £20–25 will be probably fine. You know, the standard makes of headphones that you're probably used to hearing, AKG, Sennheiser, Beyerdynamic, etc. Pair of headphones, in they go. Next thing is absolutely vital, and if you're going to forget anything, this is what you will forget: an XLR cable. You've got those microphones, there's absolutely no point in doing anything without some means of connecting it into your interface. So XLR cable. Now depending on your application, what you're going to be recording, you may want other cables. You may want a jack cable if you're going to be DIing guitars. You may want MIDI cable if perhaps you're going to be recording a keyboard or an electric piano via MIDI. Up to you. And of course with cables, spares are always handy because cables break. Obviously you're going to be limited by space in the bag, but if you've got a bit of space in the bag and a spare cable or two lying around, chuck them in. In goes our XLR cable. So on to the final thing, and this is where we're going to have to cheat a little bit, I'm afraid. I'm talking about a microphone stand. Now, whether you need to take a microphone stand and what type of stand you need to take is going to depend on your application. If you're going to record your band in a rehearsal studios, then you probably won't need one because they're very likely to have their own microphone stands. But if you're going around to someone's house or an outdoor setup, you're going to need some way of keeping that microphone stable. So this is a short stand designed, you know, for the likes of miking up guitar amps. And this is you know, your standard one that you'd expect to see a singer to use. So there's no way either of these is going to fit in that bag. So yeah, okay, we're cheating a little bit, but it's just something to bear in mind. If you're going to need one of these, then take it along separately. So there we have it, our complete portable recording studio setup in one of these. Now this is, it's heavy-ish, but it's not that heavy. I can do that relatively easily. So I think we've achieved our aim in keeping this nice and portable. And okay, we've cheated a little bit by having a microphone stand separately, but it's quite easy to carry both of these at the same time. So what portable recording situations are you looking to record in? What situations have you recorded in? What problems did you encounter? What would you recommend doing? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed, then please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified of new videos. Keep making music, and I'll see you again in the next video. Cheers.